Since 1968, serving our community with local news and sports. Covering Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Iredell, Lincoln, and Watauga counties. We are WHKY News.
Good evening and welcome into the Tuesday, September 30th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news today, concerns related to garbage were addressed when the town of Longview Board of Aldermen convened an emergency meeting today. The meeting was held to address escalating public health and safety concerns related to overflowing dumpsters and accumulated garbage at Hilltop Apartment Complex on 18th Street Northwest. The ongoing situation, which has generated numerous complaints from residents and surrounding property owners, was deemed a matter requiring immediate municipal intervention. According to a news release from the town of Longview, on September 22nd, a formal complaint was submitted to the Western Piedmont Council of Governments Code Enforcement Office, which provides code enforcement services to the town of Longview after a family member of a Hilltop Apartments resident reported excessive garbage and unsanitary conditions on site. On September 23rd, Code Enforcement issued a notice of violation to the property owners and attempted to make contact with the property's administrative offices. From September 24th through the 26th, additional concerns were raised regarding public health hazards, pest infestations, and environmental impacts on the surrounding neighborhood. Following September 26th, a social media post by a Charlotte broadcast outlet further highlighted the issue, prompting town officials and code enforcement officers to accelerate enforcement efforts. On Monday, Code Enforcement Officer Powell issued an order to remove, requiring the property owners to remedy the violation within 15 days. Today, Town Administration called an emergency Board of Aldermen meeting to seek authority to waive the 15-day waiting period and to authorize Town Manager James Cozart to enter into a third-party contract for immediate debris removal. A rabies case was reported earlier today in Catawba County. WHKY's Arianna Mack has details.
That's correct, Rob. Catawba County Public Health was notified on Monday that a stray cat in Sherrills Ford has tested positive for rabies, a virus that is fatal to animals and humans once symptoms develop. Anyone who may have come in contact with a stray black tuxedo cat in Sherrills Ford since September 15th should call Catawba County Public Health's Communicable Disease Team at 828-695-5800 to discuss next steps, which could include receiving a rabies preventative. Cats are the most commonly infected domestic animal in North Carolina. Cats that spend time outside unsupervised may prey on wildlife that is infected with rabies. Cats, dogs, and ferrets are required by North Carolina law to be vaccinated against the fatal disease once they are 4 months old or older. If you are unsure of your animal's rabies vaccine status, contact your veterinarian or have the animal revaccinated. More information on rabies and rabies prevention can be found on the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's website. I'm Arianna Mack reporting for WHKY News.
Thanks, Arianna. A former Board of Education member is facing felony charges. WHKY's David Cedrone reports.
All right, thanks, Rob. A former member of the Iredell-Statesville School Board of Education has been indicted by an Iredell grand jury. According to multiple published reports, 63-year-old Max Ralston James, Jr. of Olin, he is charged with attempted felony obstruction of justice and felony conspiracy. James was arrested on Friday, the 26th of September. No further details have been released regarding the charges as of yet. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation investigated this case, and a special agent presented evidence to the grand jury, which found probable cause for his arrest and returned the indictment. James was released after posting $8,000 bond. He is scheduled to appear in Iredell County Superior Court on December 15th. James was elected to represent District 1 on the ISS board back in 2014 when he defeated Robert Klontz by just 23 votes. Running as a Democrat in 2018 after the North Carolina General Assembly passed a law making district school board races partisan contests, James lost his seat to Republican Ken Poindexter. James ran as a write-in candidate for the District 1 seat back in 2022 when he lost to Brian Sloan. I'm David Cedrone, WHKY News.
Thanks, David. 2 unrelated missing person cases have been cleared by the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. In one case, John Edward Hyatt was last seen leaving his house in Lincoln County in a black 1989 Jeep Grand Cherokee heading towards Gaston County. On September 29th, a Lincoln County Sheriff's detective reported that Mr. Hyatt had been found in Gastonia and was safe. In an unrelated case, on September 23rd, Elizabeth Michelle Bailey was reported missing by her daughter, McKenna Gregg. It was reported that McKenna had not heard from her mother in a couple of weeks. A Lincoln County Sheriff's Office detective reported that Bailey was located on September 25th and is currently in custody with North Carolina Probation and Parole on a felony probation warrant. In today's crime report, details on arrests in Alexander County cases and a report on a Hickory man wanted on multiple charges in Burke County. In local sports, Jason Savage has news regarding an honor won by Lenoir-Rhyne's volleyball program. In community focus, Arianna speaks with the Western Piedmont Symphony's maestro, Matthew Troy, and I'll be joined by Lindsay Lewis from the Catawba County Library System. David Cedrone will have details on a fire prevention commemoration. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and at 10 o'clock on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.
Simple.
Keeping it easy.
Transparent.
No hidden fees.
Fair.
Treating people the way you want to be treated.
Simple, transparent, and fair.
That's Paramount Kia.
Weight loss is never one size fits all.
At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
You've only got so many weekends. Spend one doing something nobody saw coming. Is it a party, a festival, a race? It's all of that, and all at once. Concerts, tailgating, unbelievable action, 100 reasons to say this is actually awesome. It's fast, it's wild. It's the cutoff race in NASCAR's playoffs, the Wild Card Weekend. The Bank of America Roval 400, Sunday, October 5th. Get tickets at charlottemotorspeedway.com.
Once Upon a Time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd. There's music, comedies, circus entertainments, jousting, knights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Intermittent fasting is more than a weight loss trend. It's really a powerful cellular reset. When you give your body a break from constant eating, it has time to repair, to burn fat for fuel, and clean out those damaged cells. It's called autophagy. So what you want to do is this. Start with a 12-hour fast, like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., and gradually increase it to 14 to 16 hours a day, depending on your body goals. Just skip late-night snacks, eat within a set window during the day, and now you have intermittent fasting. You could drink water or herbal tea in that fasting window, that's fine. Now, intermittent fasting improves insulin sensitivity, brain function, and inflammation. It's not about starving. It's about syncing your body's natural rhythms. I'm Dr. Joe Esposito. I'll see you next time for your quick health tip.
Tune in to On Second Thought with Chuck Boozer for Mountain Mitsubishi Military Monday and your chance to call in and win a prize pack, which includes the Veteran Thank You Challenge coins and other fun prizes from Pepsi, Serenity Salt Spa, Midway Carpet Distributors, The Juice Apothecary, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Great news!
What's up?
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory has been voted the #1 Hyundai dealer in North Carolina on DealerRater.com.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you to all of our wonderful team members and customers.
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory.
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report today, Arianna Mack reports on arrests in a pair of Alexander County cases.
That's correct, Rob. A Hidden Night man was jailed without bond. 34-year-old Weldon Allen Seeds of Hidden Night was arrested Sunday by authorities in Alexander County. He was charged with felony parole violation and was placed in the Alexander County Detention Center without bond. Seeds is listed on the NC Sex Offender Registry after his 2024 conviction in Alexander County for indecent liberties with a minor. And a Taylorsville man was arrested for the third time this month. According to our news partner WACB, the suspect remained in custody after his arrest last week. Taylorsville police officers charged 33-year-old James Edward Cook on Tuesday, September 23rd, and charged him with felony possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was placed in the Alexander County Detention Center with a bond set at $7,500. Cook was detained by Taylorsville officers on September 17th and charged with felony possession of meth, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting arrest, and multiple traffic-related offenses. He was also jailed on September 13th by the Alexander County Sheriff's Office and charged with felony larceny of a motor vehicle and vandalism with damage to personal property. Lots more from the crime report at WHKY.com. I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. A Hickory man is wanted in Burke County. 48-year-old Jamie Lester Lynn is wanted on felony counts of larceny, larceny of a motor vehicle, breaking and entering, and larceny after breaking and entering, along with a count of failure to appear. He's also charged with felony larceny in Catawba County and misdemeanor counts in Caldwell County. Lynn's last known address is 1931 Tucker Street in Hickory. Anyone with information as to the whereabouts of this suspect is urged to contact the Burke County Sheriff's Office at 828-438-5500. A man is charged in connection to a reported chase last week. 59-year-old Scotty Aaron McFalls of Morganton was arrested last Monday by Morganton public safety officers. He's charged with felony flee to elude arrest with a motor vehicle, along with several traffic offenses, including reckless driving with wanton disregard and fail to heed light or siren. At approximately 11:55 p.m. last Monday, an officer with the Morganton Department of Public Safety attempted to initiate a traffic stop on Lenoir Road for a registration violation. The driver failed to comply and led officers on a pursuit through the Chesterfield community. The pursuit came to an end when the driver attempted to cut through a parking lot and struck a ditch, disabling the vehicle. Officers took the suspect into custody without further incident. The driver was identified as McFalls. He received a $5,000 secured bond. A district court date is October 13th. The Burke County Sheriff's Office and North Carolina State Highway Patrol assisted public safety in this case. And that's our crime report on this Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. For WHKY, I'm Rob Eastwood. Stay with us. Jason Savage is up next with your local sports.
Nick, I need your help. Trying to buy a car and I'm overwhelmed.
You won't be overwhelmed at Paramount. Credit, we can help. Time, we're going to get you in and out. Trade, we're going to get you more for it. Into Visa, we don't have them.
Problem solved at Paramount Kia.
Tune in to On Second Thought with Chuck Boozer every week for Mountain Mitsubishi Military Monday on WHKY 1290 AM and 102.3 FM and online at WHKY.com.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
They come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
Tune in to On Second Thought with Chuck Boozer for Mountain Mitsubishi Military Monday and your chance to call in and win a prize pack, which includes the Veteran Thank You Challenge coins and other fun prizes from Pepsi, Serenity Salt Spa, Midway Carpet Distributors, The Juice Apothecary, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Rex Allen Theater's back on Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on WHKY TV 14.2 with Kathy's Cooking, Interesting People, Hildebrand Cruising, and the Squatch Runners. You don't want to miss it. Channel 14.2 on Free TV.
Simple.
Keeping it easy.
Transparent.
No hidden fees.
Fair.
Treating people the way you want to be treated.
Simple, transparent, and fair.
That's Paramount Kia.
With your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro, I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. We begin with high school volleyball games from last night, all non-conference matchups. Patton was swept by Brevard 3-0. Freddie Ford getting by St. Stephen's, winning 3-1. Maiden winning in 4 sets as well, as they defeated South Iredell on the road 3-1. High school boys soccer action from last night. We start in the Western Piedmont 3A 4A conference. Patton doubling up High Brighton in a good one, 4-2. West Caldwell winning on the road over RS Central 7-1. In the Northwestern 6A 7A conference, Alexander Central wins on a late penalty kick in overtime over McDowell 3-2. St. Stephen's blanking Freedom 3-0, and South Caldwell fell to Watauga 3-0 as well. The South Atlantic Conference has announced its We Played Sports Volleyball Players of the Week for matches played during Week 4 of this 2025 season, and Lenoir-Rhyne's Emilia Allen was named the Offensive Player of the Week. The senior from Wooster, Ohio, led LR to a 2-0 week with sweeps of Catawba and Mars Hill. Allen would notch 11 kills in each contest, hit .291 over those 2 victories. She committed just 6 errors on 55 swings and added 5 service aces. Defensively, she added 15 digs and 2 blocks. Lenoir-Rhyne women's soccer prevailed over Wingate yesterday, taking down the Bulldogs 1-0, staying undefeated in conference play. This game actually began on Saturday, but the final 37 minutes had to be played yesterday due to weather delays on Saturday. Lucia Hidalgo got the breakthrough goal in the 33rd minute. She got a shot from about 22 yards out through, as LR now have one of 3 undefeated conference teams at 3-0 in conference play. Bears are 6-2 overall. LR will head to one of those non-beaten conference matchups, Anderson. That will be tomorrow on the road. Lenoir-Rhyne Women's Triathlon competed in the Rabies Landing Triathlon Sunday. It's their final tune-up before the East Regionals in about a month. Now, despite not racing their top 3 individuals, the Bears still took 3rd place out of 14 teams. The course consisted of a 750-meter swim, 12.7-mile bike, and a 5K to close it out. Finishing first for the Bears was sophomore Isis Gaskin, taking 5th with a time of 57 minutes, 17.01 seconds. LR will be back in action for the East Regionals at Lake Norman Saturday, October 25th. Appalachian State women's tennis senior Savannah Dada-Moskal concluded play at the ITA All-American Championships, defeating 5 nationally ranked players, 4 of which were from SEC schools, to qualify for the NCAA Championships. It's the second consecutive year that she will represent the Mountaineers in the NCAA Championships. Last year, she competed in doubles play. Now, Dada-Moskal is the first player in Appalachian State women's tennis history to represent the Mountaineers in singles play at the NCAA Championships and is the first to earn multiple berths. The NCAA Championships will be held in Orlando November 18th through the 23rd. And Appalachian State men's golf posted their second straight 4th place tournament finish in the 15-team Ironwood Collegiate Classic hosted by East Carolina. For the tournament, the Mountaineers posted an 11-under team score. Now leading the way was Alex Martin and Ron Bergevin. Each shot a 5-under par, tied for 11th place in the individual leaderboard. Now the Mountaineers will close out their fall season at the Bash in the Borough, hosted by Georgia Southern in Statesboro, Georgia, October 13th through the 14th. As always, more details and the latest updates can be found at WHKY.com.
Great news!
What's up?
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory has been voted the #1 Hyundai dealer in North Carolina on DealerRater.com.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you to all of our wonderful team members and customers.
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory.
Tune in to On Second Thought with Chuck Boozer every week for Mountain Mitsubishi Military Monday on WHKY 1290 AM and 102.3 FM and online at WHKY.com.
Tune in to On Second Thought with Chuck Boozer for Mountain Mitsubishi Military Monday and your chance to call in and win a prize pack, which includes the Veteran Thank You Challenge coins and other fun prizes from Pepsi, Serenity Salt Spa, Midway Carpet Distributors, The Juice Apothecary, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Hey, grab me one too.
When you sign up for a Christian Tours trip, you're getting more than just a trip, you're getting a full experience.
Anybody can travel with us. Although we are a Christian company, we believe that's part of what people are attracted to us.
You not only get to see the sites that are listed in your itinerary, but you get to enjoy the fellowship with the other people that are on the trip.
We offer so many tours that if you have a destination you want to go to, you name it and we can say, we go there.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
Simple.
Keeping it easy.
Transparent.
No hidden fees.
Fair.
Treating people the way you want to be treated.
Simple, transparent, and fair.
That's Paramount Kia.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. WHKY's Arianna Mack sat down with Matthew Troy, the maestro for the Western Piedmont Symphony, earlier today.
Joining WHKY Western Piedmont Symphony's maestro Matthew Troy to tell us about some events they have coming up for the symphony. What is up next for us, Matt?
All right, so this Thursday at the Carolina Theater in downtown Hickory at 7 p.m. we are doing a showing of the 1935 classic film The Bride of Frankenstein, and we're doing that in partnership with the Foot Candle Film Society. We're so excited to be presenting that film because on our opening masterworks we're actually featuring some of that great music music from that film. And so we're going to be having a talk back, after the movie, talking about the movie and also watching the movie. Tickets are $5 and they're available at the door. So if you've never seen it, it's a really great opportunity to come check it out.
What does this partnership mean to you?
Yes, I've always been just a huge fan of film music, and so I've always tried to include that in what we do. I think it's a great way for a symphony orchestra in today's world to connect with our audiences. A lot of people might feel like the symphony is not for them, but film music can really, I think, help bridge the gap there. And so this is one of the most important and iconic film scores ever written. And so historically it's important, but partnering with Foot Candle is just a great synergy between their mission and what our mission is. And film is just that wonderful medium that I think that has so many components that you can talk about.
Great. And what's coming up after that for the symphony?
So October 18th is actually the opening of our Masterworks concert series. This is our 61st season here in the region, providing great symphonic music. And so we will actually open with the creation of the female monster from The Bride of Frankenstein. And so that opens our program. It's beautiful, it's dramatic, it kind of might get you in the spirit of the spooky season that we're entering into right now as well. And we have a wonderful work by Aaron Copeland, The Suite from the Tinderland, which has just incredible picturesque American landscapes and American themes in Aaron Copeland's work. And we also close the program with Beethoven's Sixth Symphony, his Pastoral Symphony. So as you can see, all of the program is really tied back to nature, our relationship with nature, kind of the concept of creation and transformation. And so it's just a thrilling evening of music. It'll be a little bit electrifying. So I think everybody should check out the Masterworks. You can get tickets at wpsymphony.org, and that again is on October 18th.
Thank you so much for joining us, Maestro Matthew Troy from the Western Piedmont Symphony. You won't want to miss any of their upcoming events. I'm Arianna Mack reporting for WHKY News.
Thanks, Arianna, and it's always great when the maestro stops by the studios to have a chat with us. Up next, I had the chance to sit down with Lindsay Lewis from the Catawba County Library System as she updated us on what's coming up in October.
All right, thanks, Rob. Fire Prevention Week is coming up for the month of October. Fire Prevention Week, it all started back in 1922 by the National Fire Protection Association, or the NFPA. In 1925, U.S. President Calvin Coolidge proclaimed Fire Protection Week a national observance, making it the longest-running public health observance in the country. Fire departments across the country will celebrate the event by educating the public about fire safety. On Sunday, October 5th, Catawba County Fire Departments will hold a special display. It will be at Home Depot on US 70. It runs from 1 to 3 p.m. Participating fire departments include Catawba County, Conover, Cooksville, Hickory, Longview, Mountain View, Oxford, Sherrills Ford Terrell, and St. Stephen's Fire Departments. This year, Sherrills Ford Terrell Fire and Rescue will have their inflatable fire safety house for families to walk through to spot fire hazards. Another special feature hosted by Catawba County Department will be a child-sized obstacle course called the Junior Agility Challenge to learn more about the job of firefighters. And back by popular demand, Cooksville Fire will provide drone demonstrations and have their replica horse and buggy display for families to take photos during the event, as well as Pluggy, the talking fire hydrant, will make an appearance, and Safe Kids Catawba County will have a car seat safety display. The event's free. Firefighters will be available to answer questions and will pass out free literature and some treats for the kids. Again, this is happening on Sunday, this Sunday, at Home Depot on US 70. It runs from 1 to 3 p.m. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. And that wraps up Community Focus and the WHKY News today. Thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of Arianna Mack, David Cedrone, Jason Savage, Matthew Troy, and Lindsay Lewis, I'm Rob Eastwood. And from Hickory, this is the WHKY News.
Simple.
Keeping it easy.
Transparent.
No hidden fees.
Fair.
Treating people the way you want to be treated.
Simple, transparent, and fair.
That's Paramount Kia.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
They come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
Tune in to On Second Thought with Chuck Boozer for Mountain Mitsubishi Military Monday and your chance to call in and win a prize pack, which includes the Veteran Thank You Challenge coins and other fun prizes from Pepsi, Serenity Salt Spa, Midway Carpet Distributors, The Juice Apothecary, and Little Caesars Pizza.